Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel and to a glorious autumn day here in Winchester. Our Carthago, 2 years on. The verdict. We buy it again. I think the answer is yes. Although at the time, the salesman, when we asked him what would we get for it in 3 years' time, when we come to upgrade, his answer, and he was probably a pretty useless salesman to say so, his answer was, you never need to upgrade. And at the moment, we're in agreement with him. So come with us, take a look at what we've discovered in the last 2 years. So, thought we'd start with the things that we knew were going to be important to us and see if they've lived up to our expectations. So we're going to start with the garage. We knew we wanted a large garage. We wanted to put a motorbike in there so that we got that while we were on the continent. And so we went for this particular model because of the size, capacity, and the ability to carry 450 kg in the boot. So I'm going to show you. It's going to be messy, but when you've got a large garage, I'm afraid that's the scheme of things. It happens. So here we are. As you can see, motorbike's still here. Used a lot when we're in Spain or France because we don't tow the car on the continent because of their iffy opinion of the ASA. Tow electric bike, or pose it in my carpet, tow frame for the car, all the deck chairs go in there. So yeah, it's a bit messy, but a big garage is used, and that's what it is. So, there's a shower in here as well. Have to say, not used that one very much, but comes with it. And we've not been careful, but it doesn't seem to have been damaged, knocked around or anything after 2 years. It's really sturdy. And unless we're on the jacks, the levelling legs, I can reach to close the door. So another thing that we wanted to specify from new was an external gas point. For the barbecue, we use the Carthago so much that we wanted that. Apparently, if you go for the factory fitted one, they fit it inside the boot, inside the garage. So you have to have your garage door open to use it. So this was fitted by Southdowns on their recommendation. And I'm pleased we did go for that because it's so useful. These lockers. This was another thing we thought we would like. And indeed, we do. Not just the size of the locker, it's these pull-outs. Everything stays nice, tidy, accessible, and they're the same on both sides. We've still got space underneath. The Carthago goes in there, got a table there, all sorts of things. And they've just been so useful. Everything organised and easy to use. Good plus for that one too. Oh, almost forgot. And lots of spare space for booze. That's our Guernsey cider. Rockets. Try some, it's good. The door welcomes you home. Press the button. Lights come on. Okay, we're in daylight at the moment, but at night, this is great. There's also an RFID tag there, which does the same thing as the keys. You see how big it is? I only come up to the door handle. Luckily, there are some good steps here as well.
Yes, man.
Soft open, soft close, high security, with some beautiful hinges and locks on this thing. I know that might seem strange to say, but they're a real work from an engineering point of view. There are 3 of these complicated locks. We've stared at them for hours trying to work out how they work. The conclusion we've come to is they are a work of art. It's on here as well. Got them on both external doors. Just that extra little bit of security overnight, although I'm not entirely sure it's completely needed. The awning. We wanted a big awning, and we certainly got that. We went for the largest that we could with an electric control. So this is 5.5 metres long. And we had 5 metres, I think, 4.5, 5 metres on the criteria. But this is very high and very big. And being so big, it's a bit more on a sail in the high winds. So you have to be a bit careful with it. Don't leave it up in a gale, because it'll come down all of its own. But we're very happy with it. You can sit out in the pouring rain and not get wet. Well, it's perfect for the English summer. So we think it's beautiful. Well, every mother loves their child, don't they? It doesn't actually look that big until you actually compare it with somebody. And you'll see, and this ground's rising a bit, and I'm kind of lost. Good job we get somebody else to clean it, because there's no way I can get up there. They've got a gantry, we haven't. One of the things we've got used to over the last 2 years, never had before, is what this is for. And that's the adaptive cruise control. And you can just set it so you keep a distance to the traffic in front. It's really, really good, especially on those motorways which are running, I don't know, sort of 50, 60-ish, and it keeps you perfectly spaced from the other traffic. And you can alter the spacing, so you don't have to have loads of space and get those idiots pulling across in front of you, because then it'll break you. One. This is down the side of the van. The door, there's no driver's door, this is a passenger door, and the step comes out automatically when you open the door. If I can open it properly. Oh, that's so good, is it? It's got the deadlock on. Sorry, it's got the deadlock on, so I can't open it. That just proves a point, doesn't it, for the security? So, there's a door. The step comes out automatically, as I said. This is the look to the other side, and it's just as big as the other one. And again, it's got a slide out. Just show you its measure. This one's not quite as full. There's no booze this side. So, but again, slide out. And back again. Everything nice and accessible. Now, this is the gas locker. Now, we have an underslung tape on this, so we've still got a bottle. We did ask Carthago about this when we went for a built-in gas tank. And did that mean we didn't get gas locker and gas bottle? And they said, we don't take away, we only add. So if we do run out on the main tank, we can flick a switch and it goes over to the bottle. Now, this glorious autumn day that I've just talked about, it's now starting to spit with rain.
So inside.
Even though the sun's still shining, so we'll go inside. One of the reasons we're doing this video is to show you the quality that we've experienced, quite different to our last van. And after 2 years, things still look brand new. Take a look at the wheels, for example. They just get cleaned once every few months. But they're perfect. Still look brand new. And we've done, 8,500 miles, something like that. Oh, forgive the feather. That was a pigeon. He flew right into the side of the van and left half his feathers there. And that's when I missed when I wiped it off. You can't see a scrap. So we'll go inside now. Drop the steps. These are actually quite easy to keep clean because you can reach all the way underneath. So not saying they're clean now though. So let's go inside. So here we are. After 2 years, what's my favourite bit? Well, two things really. Like the glass cabinet. And I'm pleased to say, still got our Carthago Bristol after 2 years. It's gone 12. Be remiss of me, wouldn't it? And it gives me a chance to show you the fridge. Well, I've kept the size of this fridge. Now I've got used to where I put things. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Freezer there as well. But, yeah. Got to fill it up. Wow. Got that like in the fridge for later. This will sit before I take you round and show you my other favourite things. This is my favourite room in the whole van. Separate, private, ceramic, marine toilet. And that goes with over, I think it's 235 litre waste tank, which is a game changer. None of this little cassettes every single day. And it's always nice and warm in here. We've got a heated towel rail, which runs off the older wet system. Yeah, it's just great to have a proper loo. After 2 years, this is still immaculate. And one of the things when you get a new van is you think, is there space for everything? Can I fit everything in? And there's just so much cupboard space. Can see it's not full. And that's without the wardrobes under the beds, which we've got as well. And I think last time I did the van tour, and you'll have to forgive me because that was a very early video, I forgot to show you storage because one of my fetishes is shoes. All under there. And under there. Bags of it. So much so that every time I go away, I seem to buy another pair of shoes. And this time's no different. I've bought 3. So, storage. Still on storage. Wardrobe. Look at that. And you see there's still so much space. In there, there's a little blue thing. That's something I've learned after 2 years. I'm going to take it out now, but I'll show you in just a minute. Hardly colour coordinated. The man in the shop said they had blue, or blue. So we decided to have blue. Which, this is great. Aside from the fact that it shows we're hypochondriacs, but these little rails, it's rather like having a boat. So nothing falls out, drops off. And that's just the medicine cabinet. And then under here, we've got 3 full drawers as well. Cosmetics. Alan's knicker drawer. I won't show you the bottom one because I've got more medicines in. So yeah, maybe we are hypochondriacs. But everything's just so nice. And 2 smug holders. We never did get one on the Carthago. Things like that, and the soap holder and the swivel on the tap. It just all makes things so much nicer to use. And then, of course, the full-size shower. But before I show you that, another thing that we found after 2 years, and they're still absolutely perfect, are the mirrored doors. 2 of them. They've got extra security straps so they don't move going along. But just look. We actually found these very, very useful because we did have a problem with our blinds and an alarm was going off and we couldn't shut it off overnight. That's all being sorted now. But the issue was, how were we going to sleep overnight with an alarm going off? But when we closed those and we closed this, we slept soundly all night. And thankfully it was an internal alarm, not an external one, so we didn't wake the whole campsite up. And this is the shower. Rainfall shower. And the normal shower as well. Now we've had 2 years of using it. It's great. Yeah, I do use the showers at times, but it's only really if I'm washing my hair because I like to have a nice long shower. Yeah, we also use it for hanging the coats in during the day, especially if they're wet once you've been out. It's really, really useful. 2 drain holes, and with the self-levelling legs, you always get rid of your water. None of this paddling at one end of the shower and then ages on your hands and knees trying to kind of persuade it to go down the plug hole. So, yeah, great, love it. Nice and big, comfortable. One of the things that's probably not so good, but probably because I'm only 5'2", is the height of the microwave. But believe it or not, this was the only oven. If you don't go for the different specification for a full oven. So maybe Germans are generally taller than English ladies, but I can't see in there. So I never get the turntable right. And I can't see what I'm doing. And it's quite dangerous. So I said, little blue thing. Now I can see. I can clean. I can cook. And I can safely remove hot food. And then we just pack it away under the bed. Pop it in the shower for now. So, rest of the kitchen. After 2 years of almost constant use, my kitchen is still super. This is what we had instead of the high-rise oven. It's a combined oven and grill, not separate. And I have to say, it's absolutely brilliant. We did a roast pork joint the other day. Crackling, stuffing, roast potatoes, the lot, and it was great. Really like that. So 2 years on, it's still nice, no problems with it whatsoever. Lots of storage in here. You need to get used to where you put things, but that's just part of getting used to your van. 3 hobs on here, 3 gas hobs, which is great. And I tend to put a tea towel over here and a washing up bowl as my draining board. The sinks here, this has been very useful as well. Really like that, simple idea. And the flex on the tap, again, that one has worked well. Love the coffee maker. Good. Just drops down. You got your cups and your pods, and again, 2 years in, and we've still got all our cups. Although I did drop one the other day, but it bounced. Unfortunately, it was full of coffee, so that was a bit of a job. It even reached the ceiling. Very quickly got the upholstery cleaner out for that one. Yeah, all the cupboards. Ample space for everything. You see, even an ice bucket and champagne glasses. The Max fan's really good as well. But we are in the process of working out how we take it apart to clean it. Need to have a quick look in the handbook, really. But after 2 years, not bad at all. And nothing has been damaged or stained. The quality of the taps, everything is still spot on. Very, very pleased with it. So, last thing in the kitchen is this cupboard. And that has been invaluable. Oh, I did say last thing. Forgot one thing. We'll pull out extra bit of work surface, nicely tucked away bin. It comes with a wine rack to go in there, which is that thing now, but it only takes 2 bottles of wine, so that's where I keep all my washing up stuff and rubber gloves. Gotta have rubber gloves. And this is also such a boon. Overall, 2 years worth of wear. I don't think it looks like it. Back to storage. There are only 2 of us, but we have got so much storage. Lots of storage. And people said that these weren't useful. Okay, we've been stationary for 2 weeks now, so I've got a double layer of books here. But if it's a single layer, nothing flies out. There's a really deep lip here, so that's really, really useful. Lots of lights, the blinds and everything, they're still in absolutely immaculate condition. And the leather still feels great 2 years on. You never used these seats for driving with and the seat belts, but I've shown you that before. Had a bit of a problem with the table originally, but it kept swinging around and moving as we were going along. But as with so many of the things we've had with snagging, Southdowns just dealt with it. Got a new table, no problem, sorted. The chairs, everything's nice. And again, coming back to the storage theme, you can see we've even got empty cupboards. We're only away for 2 weeks this time, so that's usually full of Alan's photographic equipment. But it's just so good to have so much space. And we've got extra USBs that we had put in the cupboards in here, so we can put things on charge, tuck them away, no problem at all. Again, that's just more storage, but I do want to show you this. And these things have taken a bit of getting used to. These are the sort of things that after a couple of years, you know what you're doing. But to start with, oh my God, there is so much new technology, things are difficult. So we've got the sat nav there. Then the next one is the solar. Sorry, not sat nav, satellite TV. The next dial there is the solar. We've got the command unit there. We've got our Wi-Fi there. And everything is quite neatly tucked away and works perfectly. But yeah, takes a bit of getting used to know which buttons to press when and for what. And that's combined also with the control panel up here. So what we have here is the main control panel. That's the gauge for the underslung gas tank. This is the main control panel. Tells you the state of your batteries, the state of your tanks, etc. Also controls your entertainment, your lights, usual thing really. Then we've got the inverter. Then we've got the control for the Audi wet. And then we've got one more button here, and that's up and down on the front screen, although there are buttons for that on the front as well. So, and again, now we've got used to it, no issues whatsoever, and still looks brand new. So, in short, 2 years on, what do we think? We think it's absolutely stunning. The quality has really held up. Things are falling apart on our last van after under 2 years. On this, everything still feels, looks, smells brand new. Really, really happy with it. So the question, would we buy it again? The answer, definitely yes, we would. Just thought we'd do you a bit of an update. Hope you've enjoyed it. And please don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you like. And we'll catch you on the next one.